Hello everyone, Jonas here. We're bringing you another shoutcast. Today I actually have Bio from VP Gamers and also VP Imyt from VP Gamers as well. So both of these guys are from my team. You can actually check us out at vpgamers.com, and I'm looking forward to a great matchup. Both of these guys are really good. Bio's actually Grandmasters, top 50 I believe, and VP Imyt is actually Masters, really high Masters though. He kind of missed that Grandmasters mark by a little bit though, just because it was kind of weird how they did that, not allowing other players to get in, which is kind of stupid. But it is what it is, and you know, I'm sure Imyt will eventually get into Grandmasters because he is a very good player. It is going to be a Pro Toss, which Imyt is the Pro Toss player at the top corner or top middle, and the bottom middle I have Bio. So definitely looking forward to this matchup. It is going to be on Shattered Temple, and this is the replacement from Lost Temple. The big difference is there's no islands anymore. It's actually the rocks that actually are able to get to the top and right, the bottom right and top left bases instead of being an island. That's the big difference, and there's only one Xel'Naga. But I'm not going to bore you with that information. We're going to get into the game and see what's going on here. Right now we have Overlords going out on the map. Bio is going to go to the top here, and there is one Overlord making its way to the right. No expansion going down quite yet, so we're not going to see an early expansion from Bio. He is going to send this drone out though, and he isn't saving up minerals, so I'm sure this is just going to be a scouting drone, or maybe not. And there it is. Yeah, he is going to expand first before a spawning pool and before his gas. So this is going to be a fast expansion after all. And Imyt is going to be throwing another gateway up on the choke here, which is always a very smart thing to do against a Zerg opponent, because you don't want any little Zerglings to make its way in the base if they decide to do some sort of Zergling rush or some sort of cheese. Definitely can be very bad for you if you don't block that ramp off. Imyt inside Bio's base here. He's going to be able to scout that there's a fast expansion. The spawning pool does go down at about 17 here, 16, 17, which is very standard for a fast expansion build. And we do have just Imyt trying to stay in the base as long as he can. Bio not scouting quite yet, doesn't know where his opponent is. He did scout this left side, so he knows either it's going to be close positions or long distance here, and that drone's going to make its way across the map now, and he's going to go right for the Xel'Naga. So maybe he does expect where his opponent's at, I guess. Pretty sure he didn't scout it. He's actually going to scout long positions here, so he is going to know where Imyt is here very shortly here. And they are going to be fairly far apart. We do have two gateways going down. First for actually Imyt here, and he's going to be working on a Cybernetic score. One gas opening, so it could possibly be a 4-gate. Really just depends what happens here. Not getting the warp gate technology right away though, which is very interesting. And there goes the gas as well. Finally the warp gate technology goes down, and we do have Bio actually starting to saturate. Throws down 2 spine crawlers really early on. I guess he's worried about these early stalkers that are coming out, which is a very good idea. 2 gateway push. This is definitely something that's very common. 2 stalkers is a known thing to do now against Zerg, just because you can get the map control and kill any Zerglings without speed early on, and it's always nice to have map control. Bio working off 1 gas, just getting enough gas for the metabolic boost, but he's going to keep one drone inside the gas, so he's able to get some sort of gas economy going. Here comes the stalker push, and this queen is way out of position here, and is going to go back for the protection of the spine crawlers here. And this overlord kind of out of position as well, might go down, and that would be nice for Imyt if he's able to kill this. He is going to go down, and that's kind of big. He does actually supply block Bio early on here, and this queen is trying to stay alive. He definitely wants that to stay alive. He doesn't want to lose that queen. That'd be really bad. And these stalkers might go down. No, they get away. Well, that was when this one gets away with 9 life. So that's a brave stalker there for you. He stayed in there as long as he could. Both these guys are pretty weakened here. And we do have a drone still in the base, actually, of Imyt here. So Bio's definitely getting some good scouting information. Sees the 2 gas, and he sees this 3rd gate probably here very shortly as well. No, he's not going to be able to see that 3rd gate, but he does get nice information. Kind of don't like his overlord placement there. I would like to see one up here on the top if I could, and a little bit closer to this base, but that's alright too. At least he's not going to get sniped, and he can sacrifice that to see exactly what's going on if he needed to. We look at the worker tab, 28 to 30, pretty even there in the worker tab. The economy is going to be the same for both players. These Warhawks are going to, this Zergling's going to have a long day ahead of him if he's trying to destroy these rocks. It's not going to work. We have Imyt destroying his back rock, so he's going to be going for a third expansion. This Overlord is going to be caught in a bad time here in just a second once these rocks destroy if he decides to push up this ramp. Evolution Chamber going down and second gas going down for Bio, and even getting both gases down his base, so he definitely wants to get that gas up and going as much as he can. And it's going to be interesting to see what direction he takes, if he's going to go with Aspire or if he goes Roaches, Hydralisks, Banelings. We just don't know yet, and it's going to be interesting to see what direction he goes. Hallucination just got done for Imyt here, so he's going to be able to get a Phoenix out to scout and possibly use that Hallucinate to build a fake army if you wanted to. Don't really see that used usually for that. I usually just see that Phoenix play where you can scout, which is very, very important to see what your opponent is going. And these Zerglings are actually joining in with that one Zergling, and these rocks are actually going down now. That Overlord did get away, it didn't die, so good job for Bio getting it out of the way of Arm's way there. And we have 2 Evolution Chambers down, and we are getting the attack 1. So I'm sure we're going to see a Baneling nest go down. He looks like he's going heavy Zerglings and Banelings, but there's no Baneling nest yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Phoenix coming in here to see exactly what's going on. He actually sees the Roach Horn, just in perfect timing there. And there goes the attack 1 and attack armor, or armor and attack 1 going down for Bio here. So we'll see what he does here. Zergling's taking full map control at the Zelnaga, so he definitely has nice line of sight on the whole map and see exactly what's going on. Rocks finally go down, and that drone goes right to work right away to build up the hatchery for the third base. And we are going to see Baneling Nest go down as well. So he's going to a pretty good combination of units here: Zerglings, Roaches, and Banelings, which can do a lot of damage to a Protoss army if they're caught off guard, especially. Force fields can be very devastating though. And look at all those upgrades going down. We have Carapace going down, and we have the Roach Speed and Burrow going down as well. So definitely getting all of his upgrades that he needs to get. It's going to be interesting to see. He might be going for some sort of drop play. Zerg are liking to go that drop with the Banelings into the army and really get your Protoss army out of the position they really want to be in. And these Zerglings are going to be surrounded here. The rocks aren't going to go down, so kind of good job for Imyt there scouting that out with those cannons on the high ground. And more upgrades going down. Baneling upgrades are going down as well for the speed, and also just getting tons of nice upgrades. And the Roaches are starting to get produced. The worker count though 49 to 48, even on that end of it as well. And we do have a Bio a little bit, Imyt a little bit ahead when it comes to his bases there. He's gonna start saturating that third expansion right now. So looking good for Bio or Imyt. Well, I mean, it's kind of even both directions. We do have the rocks going down from high yield as well, so Bio's going to be possibly going for a fourth base here very shortly and trying to make his opponent come out of the base. I'd like to see some more creep spread here. Definitely not looking good when it deals with the creep spreading here. Not for sure what's up with that. Very interesting to see that. I guess he's not really worried about the speed increase there on the actual creep. I'm sure we might be able to see it later once he gets this expansion up. I'd like to see him actually spread that creep, combine the bases, that way he can actually get to his bases a little bit faster, so to, get support there a little bit faster than if he didn't have creep. Upgrades going down for both players still, and it's basically turned into a macro game. Looks like we did have a little bit of pause for a second there. Worker count 62, 67. So we do have a actual Bio pushing a little bit ahead there and getting his fourth base as well. So he's definitely trying to get his army up and going. We do have Overlords up at the front of the base, maybe getting ready for a drop of some sort as well. I think he does have the draw ability, maybe not. He doesn't. I guess he does have it. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. And there go. He does going to do the drop. He has 4 Banelings going to the top. They do have the attack 1 and attack, and also the armor upgrade, working on attack 2 as well. But the Banelings, this could be very effective here. If he's catches him in out of position, they can do a lot of damage. But there are some stalkers up here on the high, or on the actual defensive mode here. We do have a lot of Zerglings pushing across the map as well, so we're going to see possibly a two-prone attack here. Banelings and also Zerglings going for the third expansion. You have to be very careful. This is not a good idea, I don't think, because there's cannons on the high ground. Banelings coming in here on the back end, and Roaches going down as well. And this is going to be interesting to see what he can do here. The Roach is actually trying to get him out of position here, and the Banelings aren't able to do much. Imyt not actually falling for this, and he's staying back. And this Overlord coming in here, it's going to be actually probably picked off before he can actually land. The Banelings are going to come in here, and they're going to start going to work here. The Banelings do get down, and they do kill a few workers there, but not that many. I think that was actually not too effective for Bio there. Even supply blocks himself. Look at the workers lost. He only killed about 4 workers there, so that definitely was not worth it. But he does have 2 Roaches burrowed inside the base here, and he does force Imyt to build some cannons as well. So we are going to see these rocks slowly get destroyed, and he is going to try to do some sort of attack over here on the third base. And we do have this massive army of Protoss just coming over here to deal with this as much as he can. And I think he's going to be well then okay against this attack, because Imyt's right there to actually defend this. Rocks do go down, and we do have the Zerglings unburrowing here, so are they going to go in for attack? Good force fields go down, and these burrowed Roaches are not going to be able to survive, unfortunately. There are cannons to detect this, and all those Roaches die. That's a big bonus for Imyt there with that pro force fields there to block those little Roaches off. He didn't even try to get away there. So we do have Bio going back to his base. He's just going to say, you know what, this is not working. I'm just going to go back to my my main headquarters here and try to build up an army. He's almost maxed though. That's 170 compared to 166 for the actual Protoss army. But this massive Protoss army is going to come over and destroy the rocks as well. So he's going for an expansion himself. Nice upgrades though. Attack 3 for the Zerglings and also attack 3 for the armor. And he's working on those nasty frenzy Zerglings there, which can do a lot of damage as well. So these Zerglings are going to be very powerful. There's tons of force fields there that actually defend this off. But if the force fields aren't successful, this can be very big for Bio here. It really just depends on how well Imyt does, but it looks like Imyt's going to be well okay with his force fields after seeing those Roaches die pretty easily there. We do have a lot of Zerglings and Banelings running across the field. We do have an engagement. Will the force fields go down? The force fields are not going down yet. There goes the force fields. Banelings in the back though, so they did not get in there at all. And those are some nice force fields from Imyt there. And we have Bio not backing away at all and loses all of his troops here. He's going to produce about 4 Ultralisks, 5 Corruptors on the field, and 36 Zerglings coming. And there goes a little bit of FU. Not FU, but just... You can see it, and there's the GG from Bio, so he knew that after that attack he was kind of going to be demolished here, unfortunately for Bio. But this shows you how powerful force fields can be if used right, but that could have went the other direction if he didn't get those force fields out. I think he should have sent those Banelings in first, I think. That way they could have gotten in position a little bit faster there. But other than that, that was definitely a very interesting game. It kind of shows you how good Protoss can macro up and just dominate the Zerg. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that replay. I just wanted to post one of my 2 teammates going at it there. I thought that was an interesting replay. But thank you for watching, and I hope you keep on watching.